I hope you guys can see my screen. So last
Yes,
time
right.
we, yeah, so last time we discussed about what is cyber security, how we can implement the security tools, what are the stock operation, what are the levels of the operation, how the SIM tool works, all this information we discussed. So let's continue then. And there are some terms usually you will find while you are working as a SOC analyst. So first you have event. So what do you mean by event? Events are nothing but it's occurrence in any system or any network, whatever the activity you perform. Basically, that's what we call event. Now coming back to the alert. So these are the notification usually you will get. It will notify you if there is any potential cyber security threats are there, if there is any attack happen with the help of correlation rules which you implemented either in firewall, IDS, IPS, EDR or any SIM tool. Based on that, it will notify you that there is something suspicious is going on. There is some malicious activities going on. There is some threat is available on your system network wherever the attack is happening. So it will get you the indication that these are the activities, these are the devices is infected with XYZ attack. So basically, that's what we call alert. So alert will generate with the help of correlation rules which you implement. Now, the correlation rules are nothing but these are the attack patterns. Whatever the pattern of the different types of attacks is there, we will implement that into our simple. With the help of that, it will generate you an alert. So these alerts usually get in a form of SMS or through the email, or if you have implemented to the SIM tool, it will notify you through the SIM tool as well. Now, the next thing is incident. So internet incidents is nothing but here something is really happened. Like let's take an simple example. Let's say I was driving a car and I accidentally hit the pole, I accidentally hit the divider. So those are what we call incidents. Incidents are nothing but there are some uh, confidentiality, integrity, and availability of your system or any information of the system, like the storage or any transmitted data are there. So these are the cyber security incidents we call it as. So these incidents comes in the various form like internal incident, external incident. So internal incident means from within the organization there is some attack is happening. External incident means there is attack is happening from outside of your organization where the attacker is performing certain attack. Now come to the next part. We have monitoring. Okay, monitor basically here you will analyze whatever the data you are receiving, whatever the alerts you are receiving, whatever the threat hunting you are doing based on the cyber security operations you perform. So you will be checking out the information. So those what we call monitoring. Triage is nothing but processing of your alerts. Whenever you validate any alerts you receive and you analyze that data, we call it as a triage. Now, as I told you, incident types. So incident types are nothing but it comes in the various forms. Like what kind of attack is there? Basically, whenever we receive any alert, the name of the alert will be there, like brute force attack, DDoS attack, phishing email. So, with the help of that, you can identify which device is infected, what kind of device it was, and what kind of data is available under that, and through which part of the device is infected. All those information you can gather with the help of incident type. So this is nothing but the attack names in simple terms if you want to understand what is incident type. Now threat type, either it can be internal or external. Sometimes by accidentally the user, the employer who's working for your organization can accidentally click on certain links which they are not authorized to, that lead to certain malware getting into your network and your systems getting infected. So those are what we call internal threats, internal attack. Or else the employer intentionally did that. Okay, so those we call it as a internal, which is happening within your organization. Now coming to the external source is nothing but the attacks which are coming outside of your network. Basically, the real attacker will be not connected to your network, so those are what we call external attacks. So you can check out the geolocation, what is the geolocation of that attack, from where it is happening, whether it is from USA, Iran, Japan,
I'm I'm
China.
I'm uh, uh I'm really sorry, sir. I have to quit this class because my father had an accident, so I have to go.
All right, all right.
I'm gonna ask Mr. Joshi tomorrow about this, and I'm gonna see the video. I'm really sorry for this.
No, no problem, man. Take care.
Yeah, thank you.
So the incident type is that only. So it can be from internal organization or external organization. So with the help of threat type, you can find out from where this actual attack is happening. Now, incident severity is nothing but the level of threat you can calculate. Okay, the level of threat, how much impact if any attack is happening. With the help of severity, basically you can calculate the scope of the threat, how large the attack is, how small the attack is. So basically, that is what we call severity. How much impact will this attack do to your organization? So it comes in the various sizes like high, medium, low, critical, informational. Okay, so the critical is the last stage where the attack is at a very high, in very large scale, and the potential of that attack is very critical to your organization. You need to eradicate that attack as soon as possible. Okay, incident scope, where it is happening, whether it is happening on a particular user, particular asset, particular data, okay, particular network. So you can find out with the help of incident scope. Now, these are very important terms, guys. You need to be very focused on this one. Usually, with the help of this only, you will raise the ticket. What is true positive, true negative, false positive, false negative. Okay, this in the interview also they may ask you this question. So come, let's talk about with true positive. So let's say you receive one alert. You work as a SOC. You're working as a SOC analyst, and you receive an alert. If there is any brute force attack is happening, and you receive that alert, you check what kind of relation is there between the logs, and you find out there was alert, and someone is trying to log into XYZ mission, and you check the log. There was a, if the username is there, there was a source IP, there was a destination IP. Okay, source IP is basically the attacker IP, destination IP is like uh, victim IP, and you receive like 50 logs for the login failure with the same source IP with the same destination IP. Those are the login failure logs we have. Then again, one more log came, and that log was login successful. Okay, through the alerts, you are investigating this. You got one alert that someone was trying to log in, but they have logged in like 15 times, and 15 times they have given wrong password. So you check the source IP, you check the destination IP, and you went to the destination IP. Basically, that's your organization devices, and you went to that destination IP log, and you are checking the relation. You added the source IP who was trying to log in, and you are checking through that what are the logs are available. Basically, first we check how many login failure attempts they are doing, like they have done 50. Now you are checking with that same source type and destination IP, how many successful login is been attempted, whether the attacker who was trying to guess the username and password, is he successfully logged into that machine or not. So there will be some event IDs will be there. For example, if you log in on Windows, if you try to log in and you have given the wrong password, the event ID for that will be 4625. Okay, one log will be generated for each login failure, and the event ID for that one will be 4625. So you receive like 50 logs for the login failure. Now you change the event ID to login successful. And for the login successful, the event ID will be 4624. And we check the source IP who's trying to log in, and we check the destination IP. This is the same destination IP whether the attacker is able to log in or not. And we saw that the attacker was successfully able to log into that machine. So these scenarios, we call it as a true positive. The outcome of this security event, which we investigated, it has certain risk. That's what we call true positive. True positive is nothing but actually the attack is happened after the investigation. Now, what you will do, you will raise the ticket, you will inform your upper team that our devices is been compromised. We need to eradicate that as soon as possible. Now, the second one is false negative. Okay, so false negative are nothing but, let's say you receive the alert and you investigate that alert. After investigations, you find out that there is nothing wrong. Okay, all the normal transactions are is going on, and there is nothing wrong, and the outcome of that there is no risk involved. So this is what we call true negative. And false positive is nothing but it's a false alarm. Usually, it will generate due to the misconfiguration, or if you have very so many correlation rules, so many custom rules. Due to that, it keep on generating some alert, false alert, and those kind of alerts we call it as a false alert, false positive. Now, false negative is nothing but, let's say you receive an alert and you investigated that alert and you find out there is no information about available for that. Same like COVID we have, right? At the beginning, people doesn't have any idea about the COVID, whether it was harmful or not harmful. So they didn't have any information. So these kind of alerts is like that only. We didn't have any information about that attack. It may lead to some consequences. It may not lead to any consequences. So those are what we call false negative. Is that clear, guys? Do you want me to explain these four things again? Because this is very important when you are working. This will definitely come in handy, and they will ask you whether it was true positive or false positive. Okay, so basically true positive is nothing but the outcome of that attack is there is some risk involved under that. False positive are nothing but these are the false alarm, the risk, there is no risk involved under this one. True negative also, there is no risk involved. False negative, there might be risk involved, there might not be any risk involved under this thing. So next you have detection time. Detection time is nothing but the time at which you observe whenever any event is happened. Let's say you receive any a log and you investigate. That's what we call detection time. Now, now the alerting time is nothing but once you receive an alert through SMS, email, or through your mobile phone. Those what we call alerting time. Same like WhatsApp, you get the message, you get notified. Those what we call alerting time. Acknowledgement time is nothing but once you pick up that alert. Let's say you receive an alert and you pick that alert. Now I have texted you on WhatsApp. You guys take that WhatsApp and join the meeting. Those what we call acknowledgement time. You pick that message. Now some of the terms will be
Shaikh, sorry to interrupt you. This is
yeah,
Arun.
yeah, yes, no,
Yeah, actually, I have a small doubt.
yes,
And now, in real time, for example, I'm working as a SOC analyst. Okay,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
so I'm sitting in front of the laptop. So where in my home, at my home.
yes.
So if it is emergency came and shall I make it like mobile environment? If I go out, any alert will come. So that shall I manage in that way? Or
Uh,
I have to sit in front of the laptop like continuously monitoring for 8 hours or 10 hours.
it won't be like that. Usually, what will happen whenever we generate the alert? Usually, there will be three options. Either you will get in SIM tool or through SMS or through mobile phone also. It depends upon the organization policy. Some organization they will
Mm,
receive through email and SIM tool only. Some
maybe I
organization
can
will,
help in answer.
sorry,
Sorry?
Maybe I can help. Maybe I can help you in answer this question.
yeah,
Okay, please.
So every event is generally called incident. Okay. And let's say you're working as a SOC analyst and you're like, nothing happened the whole day, it's a weekend, and you went down to grab some food, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So the incidents are categorized in three forms: severity high, severity medium, and severity low. And then
Okay.
you have the contract. The low severity incidents are, you need to manage them. Some kind of companies are within 24 hours, within 8 hours.
All
Okay.
right.
And then the second is the medium one that could be less time. The high priority one, they should be done within 30 minutes to 1 hour.
1
Okay.
hour. Okay,
So
okay.
for the high severity ones, you get an alert on. So I have worked with the SOC. So what we were doing, so I asked my colleague, just keep an eye. I just go down for a breakfast or lunch or whatever. Either you let any of your colleague know that I will be away for certain period of time, or you keep your laptop with you. If anything happens, you connect with your mobile and just investigate what actually happened. So
Okay,
you
all
could
right.
say, okay, some senior executives try to sign in and it was failed. So you could investigate and see, oh yeah, it is marked classified marked as a high severity, 71, but it's like a false positive alert because the guy was actually logging in from his location from his device, and so it depends
After
on the
after investigates
situation.
getting only, we should know that where it
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
logged in, the log
yeah,
where
yeah.
it came from.
Yeah, every incident has this severity levels. So high
Oh,
severities are handled at a very high priority level. You must do this at the first level. So let's say you're going out, you must be, so they're integrated with some device, some other tools that they notify you this incident happened. So let's say you went out, you let your colleague know, hey, I'm going out for a lunch, so please keep an eye. And
okay,
you
all
saw
right.
an alert, you let your colleague know, hey, something happened. Can you please check it? Maybe he's not on the table, he just went for a coffee or maybe restroom.
All
So
right.
you have tools always to stay available.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
usually they will give you the on the SOP what severities you have and what is the minimum time you need to investigate and raise ticket based on that. So you will have all the SOPs available. Depending upon the organization, it can vary the time. Some may go with 2 hours, some may go within 1 hour, some may go within 10 minutes. Depending upon how much asset that particular devices has, based on that also, there will be a multiple scenarios available. But usually the other people whenever you go as uh, he explained you, there will be some other colleagues with you, they will assist you. There will be L2 people also will which will be helping you out in these situations. So it won't be like that. You just need to monitor 24 by 7, like you have 8 hour shifts and you're just keep on monitoring continuously. It won't be like that. Okay. You will
Okay.
usually have
Okay. Okay.
some
All right. All right.
break time also. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Shay.
So, no worries. So some of the terms usually we use here as a SOC analyst or in the cyber security. So these are the terms. So legitimate we will say instead of genuine. Okay, compromise is nothing but we call it as hack. Whenever we hack, we don't say it got hacked. We say it got compromised. The device has been compromised. Mitigate is to reduce the effect. Now remediation is nothing but where you are preventing something happening. Let's say you have some file, okay, you download accidentally some file, and in that file it is some malware available. So what you will do, you will run antivirus and you will mitigate that. Okay, you will prevent from happening. So containment is nothing but controlling that from spreading. One of the device, let's say it got compromised. Okay, let's say the phishing attack happened, so you disconnect from the network, then you block that IP address, you block that URL, whatever the URL they are sending. so that it won't be spreading to the other employers as well. Eradication is complete removal. Exploit is nothing but attack, and bypass is nothing but script. Now let's talk about this incident life cycle. Okay, this is the life cycle which we're gonna use. So basically, this is related with the name. So let's say, how does it work? So it works in the six phases where you have first preparation, then you have identification, containment as I told you, control. Okay. Eradication is removal. We have something with the removal of your malware, any attack happens. So we will be removing that. Recovery, returning back whatever the devices is were infected to your organization. Okay, uh, for the production use. Lesson learned are nothing but whatever the lessons you did, whatever the mistakes you have performed, and those are returning back to you. Okay, or you are learning from that. So let's start with preparation. What do you mean by preparation? So at when we were in the school or colleges, before the examinations, what we used to do, we used to prepare, we used to write down the answers, we used to calculate mathematics problems, we used to solve the problems. So we were preparing ourselves for the examination. So same in that way here, whenever we perform any incident life cycle, first we will prepare. We will deploy, we will implement the incident response plan, we will define rules and responsibilities for the SOC team or any IT team stuff they have. Okay. So we will establish a clear communication channels for any escalations. We will conduct security awareness training for our employees. Okay, we regularly test our systems through vulnerability assessment and penetration testing also. Okay, we create the playbooks to handle like if there is a phishing attack, any malware outbreak is there. Okay, everything we will write it down. We will take some mock test also. Okay, we will check whatever the funds we have, it is approved in advance for this response plan. Okay, we have well documented for each of the roles and responsibilities, what he needs to do, what he XYZ person needs to do. So we plan everything and we test it out also before executing that. So that we will all be well prepared, we will avoid some mistakes. Okay, each of the employees will be ready and they know what kind of role and responsibilities they will have. So this will reduce the risk factor involving any mistakes we perform. Then you have identification. So identification is nothing but determining what kind of root cause of that attack it is. Okay, so we will monitor the same tool dashboard, firewall, and points logs for any suspicious activity. We investigate alerts to determine if there is any true positive is there or false positive is there. We will classify any incident severities, impact, and what kind of scope it's involved. So it will give you the identifying of any suspicious outbound traffic is there from any compromised servers. So this will help you to identify the root cause, what was the breach is involved. Okay, you can discover that breach quickly, and from there you can eradicate the control your machine. Then you have containment. So containment is nothing but implementing immediate countermeasures. Okay, so like isolating the device, infected endpoint devices we have, disconnecting from them to the network, blocking any IP addresses, domains, or any compromised user accounts we have. So these are what we call steps we will usually do the containment. Let's take one example. Let's say you have one malware. Okay, let's say there is one of the bridges available, and to remove that bridge, what we usually do, let's say there was a file, malicious file, and we find out the file. If we just delete that file, we are deleting the evidence. It is good for the short term, but for the long term strategies, it is not good. You should know why that file was get inside to this particular machine. What was the bridge available that lead to this file getting inside? So you need to investigate based on that. You need to check what kind of breaches were involved, what kind of vulnerabilities involved. In future, if this same attack happen, whether this device will be again get affected or not. If you simply just delete it, in the future this may keep on happening. So for the long term, it is not good. So first, you need to check what it leads to happen. That if there is a user who is accidentally clicking on a particular URL which is not supposed to visit, or there is a phishing attack is happening and the user is not aware of that. So we need to give them awareness about that also. Okay, so some strategical steps you need to take in future. If this kind of similar attack happen, you can avoid that as soon as possible. Then you have eradication. So eradication is nothing but restoring your affected systems or services back to the normal organization operation. Okay, organization operations, whatever they are using for. So basically, it will rebuild the affected systems from clean backup and apply necessary security patches you need to do and update that particular devices, conduct post-recovery monitoring to ensure there is no thread involved. Okay, any remaining threads are involved. So, for example, restoring encrypted data from the backup before any ransomware attack happens. So, let's say these are the steps you need to take, and whatever the attack was happened on that particular machine, you need to eradicate completely, remove the bridges, remove the vulnerabilities, whatever the vulnerabilities you have. In future, that same attack will not be able to happen on this machine, and we will make sure that this device is fully patched, updated with the new software, any usernames and password, all those things we have been updated, and then that machine will be recovered. So recover is nothing but restoring your whatever the machines you have to the organization. Okay, so this is for the productional use. We will usually after eradicating entire malware, we will return it back to your organization. And the last will be what are the lessons you have learned from this. So you will analyze the incident to improve your future response and whatever the strategies you have implemented. So you will conduct a post-incident review to escalate what happened, okay, how it was handled, identifying what gaps are there in security control, what are the process you have done, any tools which you use, and you will update the incident response playbooks, and you can also improve the security policies in future. You can conduct a staff meeting, okay, for the best practices. So all of the lessons will be there. You can gather. You will be having the well recorded documents for entire sessions. You will compare what you have done in the mock and in the real time, what went wrong, what kind of tools you use to easily handle. And you also have the documents, so in future if the same attacks happen, you can easily learn from that and review whatever the mistakes previously have done and avoid that in future. So this is what we call lesson learned. So it will be like a post meeting will be there after whatever the incident life cycles you have, whoever was involved under that, and we have well documents of everything. And throughout those documents in future, if they need it, they can use it, those documents for their future strategies as well. So basically, this was it about incident life cycle. Usually, you will find this life cycle workflow like preparation, identification, containment, eradication, the recovery, and the lesson learned. So this is how the life cycle works. So uh, for today, I think we have covered this part. On Monday, we will continue with the new topic and whatever the things we need to learn. Uh, and plus, there are some configurations machines you require before going. Those who don't have, like at least you need to have 12 GB RAM. Let me show you. So the device's configuration should be at least 150 GB hard disk should be available because we're going to install certain security tools and we will be working on that. So the hard disk make it free like 150 GB free and a RAM about RAM at least 12 GB or 16 GB you need to have. Okay, because IBM key radar when we go to the IBM key radar at least 12 to 16 GB it required. I have like 16 GB. If you have 12 also it's fine. For Splunk 8 GB should be sufficient. Later on you can upgrade. We will go with the Splunk first. Then we will go to the IBM key radar. For Splunk 8 GB is sufficient. All right. So any doubts guys regarding today's session? Whatever the queries you have, whatever the questions you have, feel
No,
free to
I
reach
don't
out.
have.
Yes,
Yeah, I don't have. It's all clear to me. How about Manoj?
any Manoj?
Shaikh, will you be able to share the slides with us
Yes, I
post
will
this
share it.
class?
You are in the group, right?
Yeah, no, I'm not part of the group yet.
So who is the part of the group? Who is the admin?
Uh, I can add Manoj, but I
Okay,
don't
Manoj.
have Manoj number.
Yes,
Yeah, I
Manoj,
can place
your
that in the chat.
consultant is Tala, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I will update Tala. Okay, they will ask you. What about Arun?
Yeah, nah, my consultant is Ahmad, I think so.
Yeah, Tala Ahmed, right?
Yeah, Tala Ahmad.
Yes.
And what is the duration, Shaikh?
It's around 50 sessions, 45 to 50 sessions. Sometimes it extends, okay? Sometimes it may go to 55, 60, depending upon the situation.
Okay. So the last and final question from my side is like, so is this job is secured,
Yes, it
or
depends
if
on the, see, it
if
depends
any
on,
layoff will be happening right now, in the companies, like so SOC analyst will be a like the secured job role, or what?
it's secure only because, see, everything is related to SOC with internet. And SOC is not only the part of IT team, we are in
So
non-IT
I can
also.
answer this one.
Yes, please.
I can answer this one. So imagine China has this advanced robot, street cameras, and everything, right? They will
Okay.
still need the human police force. They cannot put the robots on the street to, track down the criminals. And AI
Yeah,
itself
I
is a
sorry to interrupt you.
computer.
I can understand, but nowadays what is happening?
Yeah,
There is a cost cutting. There is different policies, rules of the IT companies, and the regulations.
yeah. The
So
cross cutting, yeah,
we do not expect that why they are taking so many decisions to ram down the team.
yeah. Okay. The first cut down is for the software or user UI UX designers.
Okay.
Because before you need at least a big team of people to create a software, to do a website, to make a app.
Yeah.
Now you can just go type the prompt in the AI and you can get your app, your website, everything ready.
Yes.
But
Yes.
still you need a human to interact with the AI.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So we're talking about the digital world where things are changing rapidly and they still cannot give everything to AI.
So
So
basically, I've come up from like a testing background, functional testing, automation
mhm,
testing, now performance,
yeah.
and now security testing. I've done. I have hands-on
Mhm,
experience and WAPT also, vulnerability assessment and penetration testing. So
mhm,
now I
mhm,
am very much interested into SOC.
mhm.
So that is
SOC
the
is
main
going to be
motto.
there. SOC cybersecurity is going to be there, I believe, for somewhat
So
like forever.
yes,
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 It's
yes.
it's the only job
exactly.
which is not at risk at all.
Yeah, it's like a police and thief game every
Mm,
time in the
Yes,
world.
yes,
yes, yes. You really need human interaction because
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
emotion, the intelligence what humans have.
Yes,
But
yes.
all other job like the data programming, the programming, where you need most of the technical part, there they would use machines, AI, and so on.
Yes,
But if
yes.
you talk about the human intelligence, then definitely you will need humans.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Thanks for your
So yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a
advice.
pleasure, sir.
Very great suggestion.
Sure thing. So then we will meet on Monday, right?
Yes, we will meet on
All
Monday.
right. All right.
And
Then.
Shaikh, how many
All
years
right,
of
guys.
experience do you have?
I have overall 7 years of experience in this field. Right now, I'm working in TCS,
Okay.
and previously, uh, are you from Hyderabad?
Yeah,
Arun?
I'm from
Okay.
Hyderabad.
Yes, I will talk to you. There is one of the opportunity you have to just
Okay.
utilize that, because recently I got the information about that. So they
Yeah,
were
sure, sure.
immediate hiring they want for InfoSec. So just
Okay,
contact me
okay,
after call Tala,
okay,
because
okay.
today only I
Sure.
think I got the information. They were asking for some of the people.
Okay, okay. Sure, sure, sure. Definitely, I'll contact you.
So please go through that as well.
Okay, okay. I'll call to Tala.
So get call to Tala, or else I will share my number, because text me, Josh. I will he forward you those numbers, or make me admin so that I can add them as well.
Yeah, I
Okay,
will
okay.
make you admin. So if there's needed to add other people as well, I will. It will be
Oh,
easy.
okay,
So I
okay,
will
Tala.
make you admin after this call.
Please do
Yes.
that. Thank you.
This
All
this
right,
is
guys.
my number, guys. In the chat I
And,
have shared.
and
Please.
thank you, Shaikh. Thank you. Thank you so
All
much.
all right. Then. See you guys. Have a good weekend. Let's
Same to
meet
you.
on
Same to
Monday.
you. Same to
All
you.
right.
Same to you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.